building dreams and achieving more, telling it just like it is. Most of all, keeping it real. Are you ready for real talk? Changing lives and communities. Real talk. Saving all our families. Real talk. Bringing hope for you and me. Real talk. Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio. Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio.
Well, hello. Thank you for being tuning in to the Real Talk with Judy live radio show. I am Dr. Judy, your Real Talk host. And you see me here with my husband, Gerald Mandrells. Amen. Hey. So he's here with me. Of course he is. And so we're coming to you all live from Jamaica, Ocean Real, Jamaica.
Yeah, that's Dunn's River.
Dunn's River. We're at the Sanders Resort. We're at the Sanders Resort here in Jamaica, and our housekeeper's taking care of our house, so we ain't worried about that. But we're here, and we want to say thank you once again for tuning in to the Real Talk with Judy live radio show, and we are enjoying ourselves. I want to say this even before I go any further. I admonish everyone everywhere to take a vacation, even if you do it at home. I think they call that now a staycation. Let me say this: you're going to be hearing some noise in the background. We are at a resort. We were trying to find the best place to be. You see, we got the palm trees in the back. We got water over there, and that's the beach. The ocean over there, not just water. That's the ocean over there. That is, what is that? That's a Gulf.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know which one that is, but it's one of them. Pool behind us. We got restaurants on all sides of us. There are 12 different restaurants in this place. It is fantastic. And so we want you to go ahead and tag and share. We're going to talk about something. It said with the Mandrells in Jamaica. I'm thankful for my mom, Irma Hunter Wesley, who's tuned in, my sisters, to all of you who will be tuning in. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I hope that we don't keep going in and out with this. It's been working up to now, so hopefully it will continue to work, right? So, but we want to say thank you. Hello, Mama. We're so glad to have you on, Tanya. Those of you who are joining us, those who will view this later, we're so glad to have all of you on. Again, you're with the Mandrells, and you're with the Mandrells in Jamaica, and we are glad that you're joining in. I want to thank God for Priscilla, who made all this possible, that we could be in Jamaica, we could be anywhere in the world, and then we can still be with you all here on the radio. So we're gonna, and we thank you, and I'm thankful to all of the listening audience who will join us, and we're gonna move expeditiously because y'all know what we've been doing. What we've been doing, Pastor?
Nothing. Just enjoying life.
You know, how important to you is it that people get away at least once a year? At least once a year. We can't do it always, but at least once a year for a certain amount of time. How important? Good morning, Carolyn. Carolyn's in Jamaica, relaxing. How important is it to you? Do you think, in your opinion, Gerald, that people get away and reset at least once a year?
Yeah, I think it's very important. Just thinking about that. Even Jesus told his disciples to come aside and rest for a moment. And of course, we know that the Lord established the Sabbath day every week for a day of rest. So if God sees that it's necessary that we rest, definitely it's important that we are to relax and to reset, reevaluate, and just to chill out. So the Lord blessed us to be able to choose these different resorts that we go to, and it has been a wonderful experience. It helps to reignite your relationship with your spouse, help you to reassess life, and help you to come back with a little bit more vigor and a little bit more zest in your life. So it is definitely very important that you take some time away just to rest and
Yeah.
just to relax.
Yeah, and also it relaxes you. It's good for your body. It's good for your mind. Sometimes you get frustrated. You're working and you're working and you're meeting this deadline and you're doing this. You got to take care of the children. You got to take care of the husband. You got to take care of the wife. You got to take care of your job responsibility. And sometimes it just relax, just to do absolutely nothing. Get up whenever you want to get up. Fortunately, Pastor and I, we have work to do, but we're still resting. But we have work to do. Carolyn is still working too for a moment. But yes, and we have our laptop, our iPad. We have books because there's something that we have to do. But you know what? In the midst of all of that, that is not stopping us from relaxing because you got to relax your mind. Sometimes you're frustrated, you get aggravated, you just because you need to take a moment to rest. You do. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Just call in sick. When I left, when I worked for the state, when I left, I did not get paid for sick leave. I did not get paid for sick leave. I didn't have any sick leave. I took them. I worked for the state for 20 years and I took my sick leave all the time. I sure did. I took my sick leave. I took my annual leave. I took family sick leave. Every leave they gave me, I used while I worked. So I know, I know one friend. They got 3 months. They changed job, but they got 3 months of leave. They got to take first. I was like, oh, that was good. So they got 3 months of leave. But let me tell you, take a break, whether it's a staycation, if you got a nice backyard with a nice porch, sit back there in that backyard at least an hour a day. At least an hour a day. Take time for you. Take time for you. A lot of people don't understand how important it is, but you get more productivity done from a person who's rested. From a person who's rested. The greatest commodity any organization, any church, anybody have is people. And if people aren't well, people don't perform well. And so take a break. Take a break. Take an hour break. You can't break always because you got to work. Jesus didn't break all the time. No, but he set aside some time. It wasn't long. Read the Bible. But take some time to rest. Take some time to play. You know, Tell them men, take out them shirt and tie. That's not impressive. Take that shirt and tie off. Take that suit off and relax. Because I'm gonna tell you this: you die working, they're gonna move your body somewhere else. All your stuff gonna be gone out your office. Somebody said the next day, no, ma'am. Within an hour, your stuff gone, gone, bye bye. And so we come to show, and we want to show you this. It is perfectly okay. And anybody who said it's not, it's okay too. That's okay too. But take time to rejuvenate, to just have fun, just have fun. Just have, because of the position we in, sometimes we have to answer the phone. But if we don't have no long conversation, Joe don't. What you got to say, Pastor?
Yeah, no, that's very important. And I was just thinking, I'm glad that the Lord blessed us to be able to come to another country just to appreciate other cultures and look at how different people process their life and the things. Last night at the restaurant that we went to, we had one of the most friendliest waitresses. And come to find out, she traveled 2 hours a day just to come to work and have to return back home in another 2 hour trip. But you would not know that. You would think that she probably lived right here on the facility. I mean, he had a very pleasant, pleasing attitude. She talks and she engages with the people, and just seeing what they consider to be important is so much different than our high stress life, and it kind of helps you to reevaluate life altogether. So it's like when you come, you end up having a friendly relationship with those in that country, and really help you to reassess really what's important in life, and you're not so caught up with all kind of political mumbo jumbo and stuff. But it's a good, relaxing environment, and it's important that yeah, take a break, and if you can, go and visit another culture, and appreciate how people process life and what they consider to be important. It'll help you to reevaluate what you are considering to be important.
Yeah, and I just thought about it, Pastor. You was talking. Some people say, "Yeah, y'all can afford it." We can afford it, and so can you. You can afford it too. You got to plan ahead. You got to save your money. This vacation right here, it wasn't planned this year. It was planned last year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then you pay your money. You
Mm-hmm.
pay up on it, and then you go. You got to count up the cost. How
Mm-hmm.
much would it cost you to go to the Bahamas for 3 days? What all do you have to get in place? And get it in place, put everything in place that you need to do to be able to enjoy that. Okay, and it is okay to miss church. I heard somebody say, "Yeah, I do all my vacation time around convention." We don't. We don't. We used to. We used to, but we don't anymore. You know why? Because that's not vacation. That's not vacation. That is not vacation. That is work. That is work for those of us who work it. That's work. You need to just unplug, but save your money. Call if you want to go to California. Count up the cost. Okay, so I would suggest, but some people love driving, so I'm not going to tell you how to do it, but you plan what's best for you, what worked for you. We like traveling with Doug and Carolyn. That with it's good company, very good company. We love traveling with people who are, and usually this time right here is done with Carolyn and Doug, our son and daughter, but we just relax. They're in their own room. We move. I'm gonna tell y'all something funny though. Carolyn and Doug beat us downstairs Saturday, Sunday, Saturday and Sunday. But I was determined for them not to beat me downstairs Tuesday. That was a miracle. No. But you just move on your own pace. Count up the cost. Count up the cost. One time we came, it was not good for us to come because Doug had a lot of work to do. So we couldn't, so we know not to plan during that time. There's a certain time of year we don't go. The daycare is busy. Carolyn is the executive director of the daycare, so that daycare is busy. That daycare is always busy, but she's running that. That's her baby that she got to make sure in order. Pastor working, me working. My flexibility is a little bit more flexible at time. You understand what I'm saying? And this has been a very, I guess I'll say, tedious year. This has been a very tedious year with so many different things happening. People dying. This is happening. Destruction of this and that. So a lot of things had to be reorganized. But guess what? We planned it. We planned. So plan your vacation a year from now. See how much money you want to save. And can I tell you this? If you um, if you really want to do it, plan for it and put it in order. Whatever, take the time off from your job, and plan to get your feet wet. And we're enjoying ourselves. We're doing everything except drinking. We're not drinking. We had them uh, we had them to take it off of take it out of our room,
All that.
even though we weren't going to be tempted because we don't drink. But take care of yourself. And we say to husband and wife, we're going on 43 years. Find some time where you can spend with each other, away from the city. Pastor and I traveled a lot by ourselves. I mean, we went to Disney World. We went to Disney World. Disney World. Pastor liked to ride on them crazy rides. I didn't. Whole thing ain't have nobody to ride with. He had to ride all the rides by himself while his wife stood there smiling, looking at him go round and round, up and down. I wasn't getting on there. So you go places like that, they somebody that they can play with, you know. He was like, come on, come on.
Yeah, me and Cameron.
Yeah, and then when Cameron started coming, and it was he and Cameron, Lacaris, and all of you.
Yeah, me and Calories.
And then you and Cameron roll all the time. Y'all roll all the time. I want to ride on that stuff. But take time with each other. Play with each other. Laugh. Relax. At least once a year. Just relax. Relax. You want your marriage to leave? Not leave. You want your marriage to last? just stay there and play sometime. What you say, Pastor?
Yeah, it's important. You learn to even yet appreciate each other better, appreciate family better. It's a joy just to be able to spend time with, especially the ones that you love and that are close to you. It helps to foster your relationship. It helps to add value to family. It builds a stronger bond. And then one thing that people fail to realize, when you don't build those strong family connections, there's one day that you're not going to be as strong as you used to be.
That's right.
And you need somebody else to have that strength to come and to help you. And if you've invested in their life, they're more than likely would be there to help you and to rescue you during time of trouble. So, it's not that we build that relationship because of that, but God is a God of relationship, and He always determined that we are to have healthy relationship one with another. We know in the beginning, He said it's not good for man to be alone. And even throughout everything that since the creation of time, He has put us to have fellowship and to have that relationship one with another. So He just don't want us to have to depend on times of trouble that we can come to somebody to need. Matter of fact, that's not even yet a good time, because if I can't appreciate you when things are going good, it'll be difficult for me to appreciate you when things are not going good. So building that relationship, having having each other together to enjoy and to have laughter and to have fun is important. And one thing that we do a lot, we take a lot of pictures. So it is good. A lot of times I have a lot of reminiscing because of the pictures on my phone. So it's always bringing me history of the different times that we have traveled and things of that sort. But it's a joy. It's a constant joy. I see you making your face.
Yeah, I'm making my face come. When I asked him to take pictures, like, so you know what? It is good to have pictures, take pictures. And I take a lot of pictures. I like pictures.
Every day.
I sure do. I take a lot of pictures because I don't want to be on no, people ask you to send a picture. You got to send a picture when you're 10 years old. Good and well, you 65. Then you got to send, but it make good memories. And I love to take pictures. And y'all know that. Everybody who know me know I love to take pictures. I love to take pictures. Pictures are a good memory. They're good for you. And so I take pictures everywhere. But I was looking at him like that because he tried to show out sometime. He tried to show out sometime. Pastor, take a picture. Jared, take a picture. So you know what? I learned how to use my phone. Because if you have to beg people to do stuff for you, that's a bad feeling. So you learn to do it yourself. So I have on your camera, you can set it for 10 seconds. Y'all gonna see some pictures that I took by myself. So you set it on 10 seconds and you make it work, and then you take your picture. All right. So you don't have to wait on people to take a picture, not even your husband when he like oh, that's why I looked at it. Every time I like to take pictures. He liked to take pictures when he liked to take pictures. Talk about that.
And what about your phone?
I take pictures on my phone. I take pictures on my phone. I asked you to take pictures on your phone because you got the best phone. Your picture take, even though your picture take the best picture. But I will clean my lens and take my own picture. Y'all see? I don't get mad. I just take my own pictures. That's it. Then when he take them, he hold them in his phone. Carolyn, you hear me? Priscilla, you hear me? And then I said, "Will you send me the pictures?" Then he looked at me like, I didn't ask you to take the picture to keep them in your phone, sir. I asked you to take the picture to give them to me. He's not gonna post them nowhere. He gonna keep them right in his phone. So when they come up next year, he can say, "Look, Judy," to show me that he got the picture from last year. I'm like, I want the phones right now. I want the pictures right now. And that's all the time. Like, take the pictures, dude. But see, you don't let that frustrate you. You just put your camera on 10 seconds, or you get somebody else to take it, or you become a pro like me and you learn how to take the pictures yourself. Tawanda has taught me, Pastor Tawanda Davis told me, don't take them to whatever because you have too much space in it. So the pictures that I have a lot of space in, I just crop it. I learned how to do that myself. Okay? Priscilla told me how to do this and that. I'm learning. I learned how to take pictures. Yeah. So that's just one thing we get whatever about, because he won't. And then Carolyn gonna take care. She gonna hang with her pappy and be on his side. Yeah, I said pappy because that what Doug said. Doug said Pastor Carolyn pappy. You know. So y'all see this? This is how you have fun. And guess what, y'all? We do this in our house. We do this everywhere because I like to laugh about 99% of the time. And I've been laughing all the time because that's what you do. That's how you get. And then not just with us, he and I, but you do, as Pastor was saying, make friends with people who reciprocate back to you.
Communication.
Yeah, and learn to communicate with each other. Okay, this is what I say. When you're really mad, when you're real mad with your spouse or your friend, don't talk during then. You say some things that can be hurtful, and you can't take those things back. Wait till the cool of the day. That's what God did. God waited till the cool of the day to come and talk with Adam and Eve for eating that fruit. He ain't talked to them when he was real. He probably would have slung them across from heaven to Jamaica. and don't tell them what God would have done.
I don't think they'd come to Jamaica.
Why they wouldn't have come to Jamaica? Why? They had a lot of leaves out here. They would have been coloring up real good. He would have slung them, but he didn't talk to them in his most angry part. Do you know what? God don't deal with us when he is most angry. Because the Bible says it's a dangerous thing to fall into the hands of an angry God. He's just like us, or we're just like him. And when he get angry, God get mad. You don't believe me? He swallowed up that whole earth, didn't he? Didn't he? He did a flood, let it rain 40 days and 40 nights. And what they did, they drowned. Except the ones who was in the ark.
That made me think about what I teach about turn the other cheek. What the Lord said that if they pretty much slap you on one side, to turn the other cheek. And it's not that he is saying to turn the other cheek for them to slap it too.
Yeah.
But I believe he is saying turn the other cheek so you can look at them from that side that is healed and that is healthy.
Yeah.
And not look from the side where they injured you or wounded you.
Yeah.
You know, because if you're always looking from the side where you're wounded, you're looking with strife and bitterness. But if you're looking from the side that is still yet healthy and whole, you can look at that person with compassion and with love and things, and that's how we have to learn how to even yet deal with each other. We all offend each other at one point or another.
Yeah.
Just virtue of the fact that in the world you will have offense, you're going to have adversity, but don't let that adversity keep you really from your blessing, because you never know what's in the future for that person. The one that you may be adversarial with may be the one that is the blessing in your future.
Yeah.
So, always look to people with an eye of reconciliation, an eye of favor, and an eye of love. For the Bible teaches us that even while we were yet sinners, he died for us. So therefore, he didn't wait for us to get right. He did it for us even in the midst of our hot mess and things of that sort. So we are obligated even yet to treat each other the same way.
Yeah.
I can't wait for you to repent or to ask me for forgiveness for me to show love for you. I have to show love for you all the time.
That's right. That's right. And when you're having one of those moments and you're whatever with each other, just cool down. It don't mean you don't talk about it or you don't address it, because when you don't talk about it, don't address it, it just builds up. That's all. And then it's kind of like your mama, well, my mama anyway. Y'all mama probably said this too. I know my mama said this. Oh, this is for the old and the new. I remember one time I told my mama, just beat me for the new, and then come on back beat me for the old when it's old. Beat me at that time. Don't be storing this stuff up. And she said, you don't tell me when to stir it up. Hey, Jason. That's my mother said, you don't tell me when to stir it up. I'm like, no, mama, don't beat me for the old and the new. Beat me for the old, and then when the new comes, beat me for the new. Don't be holding that stuff together. She beat you harder. She used to hit me harder when this is for the old and the new. But of course I couldn't say anything while she was whooping me. But I had to wait when we was having fun. Mama, don't beat me for the old and the new together. That's what y'all children saying to y'all. Don't beat me for the old and the new. And so because of you holding it in, Pastor and I, we were a little different in that I like to talk about things right then and immediately. Or as soon as I think we done cool down a little bit, if we're going to eat, you can't sit there mad with me or sit there looking all solemn. No, so let's address the issue. Pastor was one, he'll just get quiet and don't really say, because he don't like even wholesome confrontation. That I guess I said that right? Wholesome confrontation. He don't even like wholesome confrontation. I don't really like confrontation either. And for everyone who put on there differently, that's all I'm gonna say. Read my mind. But Pastor will get quiet. My thing is, let's talk about it. And this is how I am too. If we talk about it, it's over. If we don't keep talking about it, we don't keep going over it. What's wrong with you? Nothing. You okay? Yes. Well, why you changing? Why things ain't like they were a few minutes ago? Just know your spouse, know your friends, know their temperament, know when they whatever, but communicate. You got to communicate and communicate honestly. And I always say, look at you too. We love to say they did this. Well, what did you do? Past another part, I think they forget. I'm going to put this in about parents and children. The Bible said, provoke not your children to wrath. Sometimes parents, you make your children mad. That's why some of these parents been killed. They provoke their children to wrath. I mean, I know that's a hard saying to say, that the children killed their parents because they were pushed to anger. They were. You can't starve a child to death. You can't, and you can't beat them unmercifully and think they're not going to retaliate. You can't do that. That's provoking children to wrath. You can't ignore your child and put everybody first accept your child. My mom brought us along. You know how I got to love church? Because every time my mama went to church, she brought us to church. And she brought us to church. And she put it in us. You know, she put it in, she instilled it in us. And my dad said we had to follow my mom to church. He didn't go, but he said that we had to follow my mom to church because she was the spiritual guiding light of the family. But communicate and understand that we all understand differently. We all understand differently. So talk, make sure you talk in the language that whoever you're talking to can understand.
Mm-hmm.
We've been here at Jamaica. You know, sometimes we can't understand what they're saying, and sometimes they don't understand what we're saying. We don't understand what they're saying, and they don't understand what we're saying. But y'all know what we do? We smile. We smile. But communication ain't just talking, y'all. Communication is make sure they understand. And you ain't always right. Just because thank you, Holy Ghost. Just because you understand your perspective don't mean the other person understand your perspective.
That's right.
Just because you understand what you're saying don't mean that they understand what they're saying. Pastor is a visual learner, an analytical visual learner. So Monday night, I said I had 5 oxtails. It was 5, not oxtails, lobster tails. There was 5 tails put on my plate. 5 tails put on my plate. Mr. Analytical, he stated, you're not really eating 5 lobster tails. I am. There's 5 tails on my plate. No, you're only eating 2.5 because Mr. Analytical, because it was a whole tail and they just split it in half. So technically you're eating 2.5 tails. I say, but in actuality and visually, I'm eating 5 tails. But he always does that. He always does that because that's that analytical mind. But we're going to communicate because he got to understand how I communicate, and I have to understand how he communicate. Even if you have to shake your head and go, Mr. Analytical, what'd you say?
It was. It's just the facts. That's all.
Just the fact. His facts was I ate 2.5 oxtail. My facts, I ate 5.
Not oxtail.
Now I keep saying oxtail. Carolyn, y'all get up.
You want the oxtail.
I do want those oxtails. I'm going to get them. I hope they don't burn my tail up, but if they do, I'm going to just give me some water. I'm going to eat those oxtails. They make the best. They be spicy. But that's important though, isn't it?
It's spicy French fries.
Oh, I was talking about your analytical.
I'm just since you went to spicy.
Oh, since I went to spicy, you just
everything is spicy.
Oh, for real though.
We went to a Chinese restaurant last night.
Oh God.
The wonton soup was spicy.
Mm-hmm. That wonton was spicy.
Mm-hmm.
So that wonton was spicy. So we just want to give you some things how to just keep life happy. Mm-hmm. Keep life happy we got enough stuff going on in this world. Y'all see what my sister put on that lunch brunch is at 12:30 Central Standard Time. Central Standard Time. Yeah. That's what we on.
No, we on Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah. Oh, so it's 12:30 here. Oh, and that's another thing. So we were talking about the time difference, right? If time hadn't changed, we would have been on Eastern Standard Time, mm-hmm. Right? Mm-hmm. Jamaica doesn't change time, so they're on Eastern Standard Time. So we're now on daylight saving time. So Pastor and I was talking. I said, "Oh yeah, we're on Eastern time." So he said, "No, we're on daylight saving time because the time changed." I said, "But isn't Florida Tallahassee Eastern Standard Time?" Yes, until the time change. I say, brother.
Just want you to understand why there's a difference in the time.
Y'all see that? Y'all see that? So Jamaica is Eastern Standard Time, and they never change their time. Mm-hmm. When we change time, we're no longer on Eastern Standard Time, even though that's what everybody say. Not everybody, not the analytical folks. They call it what it is, daylight saving time. So now we're on daylight saving time. I'm going to sit with Eastern Standard Time because we can't confuse the people like that. But anyway, like it's it's 11:05 here, 11:10 here, and so it's 12:10 in Tallahassee
Mm-hmm.
because Jamaica never changed time.
They
Do
don't
y'all do
change
y'all
it.
understand? So that's how we communicate. That's it, Carolyn. See people like me. You see your baby. See what she put 12:30 Jamaican time. I see y'all. That's what I have to do. We have been married 43 years. God has blessed us. Well, October the 17th will be 43 years. We have never had a major argument in our marriage. He's never yelled at me, and I never yelled at him. I don't get it, that. No, this is my way. No, 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 no. We never had that ever. He doesn't argue. Period. And the Bible says a fool who, not the Bible. I'm sorry. People say it's a fool who argue by themselves. But you know what we do? We do get an understanding. We laugh a lot in our marriage. We laugh a lot. We laughed before we got married because um, that was me, and he just laughed. He just laughed at me sometimes and shake his head. He just laugh and shake his head, you know. But the good part about that, I know even with shaking his head, only thing that means is, girl, you crazy. It's not like whatever. What you say, Pastor?
Yeah. Yeah. I've learned, especially when you're talking about argument or disagreement, most of the time it's because you don't understand the person's perception.
Yeah, yeah,
So if they perceive that you've done something offensively, uh, you need to understand why do they perceive that before you now become adversarial to them. So it could be something that you have done that have indicated to them that it was offensive.
yeah.
So before you give yourself to anger, try to understand that person's perception, and then you rectify
Yeah,
it. You rectify it. If it look like I'm always doing something to offend you, I need to find out what is it that I'm doing wrong.
yeah,
And then one thing I tell a lot of couples is don't try to change the person
exactly,
that you're married to, because if you change them, they're no longer the person that you fell in love with.
exactly.
So don't try to change anybody. You grow together. You learn to appreciate each other, and learn to respect one another, and then you learn what not to do, because you want to be with that person. At least you should want to be with that person.
Yeah,
So if anything, I'm gonna make sure that that person is not offended. And then one thing I think it's important that we have to do, and I say this for everybody, uh, learn how to defend your spouse even when they're not there.
yeah,
Defend them when they're not there, which means now you will not do anything that will be offensive to them when you're not present. And then you're going to defend them even uh, in the sight of others. I just remember when I was working in retail, I would come across all kind of people, male and female. But every time I come across anybody, I would talk about my wife. I did, and because one, I didn't want anyone to have any perception of me being flirtatious or anything. I believe that I'm probably one of the kindest people around and
you
going to
are.
befriend some of everybody, but I don't want them to take my befriending as being flirtatious. So therefore I defend it by talking how much I love and how much I appreciate my wife, and then it adds value to our relationship. So therefore she don't have to worry about me anywhere or what I'm doing or whatever, because I am defending her, I'm defending our marriage, I'm defending our vows. Because whether you realize it or not, even when you're not there with them, God is there with you. So he sees everything. So, learn learn how to love and respect each other. And as the scripture said, with all that getting, get an understanding. Learn how to understand your spouse and understand their likes and their dislikes. And that comes simply from spending time together and communicating with each other and enjoying one another.
Yeah, and it's good, Pastor, too. That's why dating is so important. Now,
Hmm.
that's why it's good to date, so you can know what's going. Now, I'm going to tell you, you're not going to find out everything about them. We're 43 going in, and there's some things that I just found out the other day, even about pastor parents. I did not know, but in talking, as you talk, more things come out, and in changing, you get to know people. I tell all the women, if you're dating somebody, make them mad. Make them as mad as you can make them. Make them mad. Make them real mad because that's how they really are. That's how they really are. Make them mad while you're dating because when they're dating, they're gonna try. Oh, excuse me. Oh, that don't bother me. Make them mad because what? But there's still gonna be some things you don't find out. Passing on, we got married. We still was opposite each other and we still are, but because we learned each other, you got to learn. That's dating. Learn their background, learn what they've been through, learn what their family is like, because you're not going to come in and change that person from their family. Learn their family dynamics. Spend time with the family. When you marry, you ain't just marrying that one person. You're marrying everything that pertains to them. But as you get married, as you go and build that relationship, you know how to put it in perspective. My mama told Pastor, "You want to make Judy mad? Keep her from church." And that's the truth. I'm going to church. He could have said, "I don't want you to go to church." I'm sorry, bud. I'm out. Church right now is my life. Carol and I was talking the other day about handling different obstacles or handling death, and she remember anytime someone died who close to me, I want to go to church. I want to go to a good church. Matter of fact, when my father died, I think I went to Love and Faith. When my nephew died, I went to Love and Faith because they were right up the street from my house, but they were having church. They were having, and I knew that they were going to have church. I ain't going to no boring church. When I'm dealing with something, I want to go to church, and then I want the messenger to be able to speak to my spirit, even if I'm crying in service. But that's how I handle it. That's how I handle it. Pastor knows that. The people who are close to me knows that. But even in friendship, don't rush to that's my best friend. That ain't your best friend. You don't even know them. You ain't been friends but 6 months. That's not your best friend. That's just an associate you getting to meet. No, that's my closest friend in the world. You don't even know them. You don't even know them. So you get to know people, know their ins and out, know what they like, know what they don't like. And then when the next phase comes, you got to learn that as well. Pastor tell everybody, oh, you see her now, but you should have seen her a long time ago. Why? Because I still don't care about what people say. I mean, that's their say, right? However, I respect it more. When you say that, I
Hmm.
respect it more.
Hmm.
Now I respect it more. Hitherto, it didn't matter, but I still everybody said I was a real good friend. I am. I'm one of the best friends you can have. However, don't lie to me and don't play with me because that right there does something else. But as you keep growing and you get to know each other, but know everything about them. Tell them about them. Before Pastor and I got married, I said I do not like cooking. I hate cooking, but I will cook. But I don't. That's not one of my things. So if you marry a woman, you think you're gonna have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That's not me. And you know what he said? I am not marrying you to be my cook. I'm marrying you to be my wife. But I know how some men are. They want a wife who, and ain't nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying anything wrong with it. I'm just saying, I told him before we got married, I wasn't trying to fool him. Not at all. Hmm? I love to read. He loved to read. I'm reading the book now for a class. And one of the things it talks about, pastors, when people hire people, you should get to know them before you hire 'em. You should ask them about some of these applications aren't that good, but you should ask them about their background. You should ask them their personality. I mean, all these things are important because we just look at the surface of people, but we got to find out. We got to find out about people, especially before you say I do. You say I do, man, and people marry now to just get out. They can get out anytime they want to. Anytime they want to. And what everybody divorcing for? Irreconcilable differences.
Irreconcilable difference.
We always gonna have those differences. They're always gonna be. None of us is gonna always be agreeable or alike. It's not. Pastor say something because we're gonna go into how important it is to support.
Yeah. No, yeah. I was just thinking about when you're talking about the application processes. Sometimes if they see that you're not involved in other organizations or other clubs and things, that means that you're going to have problems with relationship.
Yeah.
That you're not going to have that type of personality that they need you to exhibit to promote their business or things of that sort. So it's important that you have to learn to be friends outside of the times that you're just required to be friends. And you can see that even as you go to some of the stores or whatever, that person may always seem bitter or angry or stuff. That's because they have not learned how to separate their issues from their relationship with other people. And they bring that hostility with them to their place of employment. And a lot of times they're mad at everybody. And everybody is not to blame.
Right.
So what you have to learn how to do is learn how to process life, build relationships, build associations. Everyone you don't have to have at dinner with every night. But it's good to know that if you needed to, you could have them to dinner. So I think that's a lot of things that a lot of time people don't see necessarily that's important. Always have an agreeable spirit, an agreeable attitude. Always have that pleasant, inviting spirit. That makes a big world of a difference, and it'll carry you far. It'll carry you far. Sometimes people give you a promotion just because you have a good attitude.
That's right.
They will promote you. They will support you. They will invest in you simply because you have a good attitude. So just think about it. If you're not that joyous at home, it's going to reflect on your personality on your job and everything. So to me, that's always the safest place for me to be is at home, with my spouse, with my family. That is your place of comfort. That's your place of rest. And if you can't do that, and if you cannot appreciate those individuals that are really close to you, you're going to have problems, even yet just processing life altogether. So learn how to love the ones that are there with you, and how to appreciate them, and how to celebrate along with them. And that's what, actually, I wish I could bring some other people here with me, but I can't afford to pay for everybody.
No, you can't afford to do that, man.
And I'm not saying I pay for Carolyn and Doug. I don't pay for them either. But I invite them along, But I just want people to experience, if I can have joy, they can have joy also. What we do, as we book, like before we leave, we'll book for next year. Then you have a whole year to pay for it. You have the whole year to pay for it, so that when you come, you don't have to spend any money.
Pastor, I want to make a comment. We're gonna have to get off here in a few minutes, but I want to make a comment to what you just said. Relationship is everything. And I want everybody to hear me clearly, please. Pastor just stated that um, he didn't pay for Carolyn and Doug, but what if he did?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I want people to understand that relationship is different.
Mm-hmm.
And there are some things, and it don't mean that you have respect of a person. It's just that that relationship is that relationship. And so there's, and they, and you have built that place. You expect parents to do for their children. That's, and Pastor, sometimes I think maybe that's why Brittany didn't live.
Mm-hmm.
That's our daughter. I think about it. Maybe that's why our daughter didn't live. Because what I do now, serving hundreds and hundreds, being there for, I probably still would be able to do that because my mom and dad did it. So maybe I just erase that because I'll probably still be doing that. Because that's in the heart. But listen to me, build relationships. Build relationship. Build relationship. You got you and your spouse, and you got good friends. You got close friends who every friend ain't your close friend. Give me what I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't take your heart out and put it in their hand, that is not a close friend. That's your friend or your associate.
And be okay with it.
And be okay with it. You know, everybody ain't my close friend.
Mm-hmm.
They're not. But everybody my friend. Now, everybody's not my close friend.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're not. They have no, they're not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have all these best friends. People got got 20,000 best friends. I ain't got them either.
Mm-hmm.
Covenant friends. All that, I ain't got all that stuff. It costs to be where you are in people's life. And this is what I want to talk about now. I am super excited. And can I say that a lot of times people they don't want to support. It's okay. My family gonna support me. My family, if there was any way my family, my sister and them can be here Sunday, you know where they will be Sunday evening? At the T&L Performing Arts Center. Why? Because I'm doing my book show. That's what we do, especially our sisters. We take care of each other. We show up for one another. We don't try to be busy so we don't be there. We try to make it that we can be there. So we can be there. So we can be there. Come here. We do that so we can be there. And so we can be there for one another. Look, I'm on Facebook and I'm all over the world. Yeah. I'm doing a radio show right now. Come on.
Hey, yeah, man. Welcome. Sandals Dance River. Paradise, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
So what's going on today?
No, I'm doing a radio show. We just talking about life. You know, be happy. Just enjoy life. You know,
yeah,
make life good.
And once you want to be happy and enjoy life, you know where to be.
Right here.
Yeah, Sandals Dance River. Yeah.
Hey, what can I say?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I mean, he's been here every day, smiling just like that, singing. He's one of the lifeguards.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Your life depends on us.
Yeah.
We got everything covered.
Yeah.
Safety is first once you get here. Yeah. Man.
You like your job too? Everybody I talk to here like their job.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, man. It's amazing. I got no words to explain my job. Yeah, it's like I'm home. Yeah. Enjoy everything. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so very much, man. Thank you so very much. Yeah. So, yeah. So
it's a pleasure being here as well and having you here.
Thank you. Yeah, man. No worries.
No, man. We don't regret anything. No worry. We don't worry about anything in Jamaica. This is the place for freedom. Yeah, man, this is freedom, paradise, enjoy. Yeah, man, we got no limit of enjoying.
Yeah.
Because safety is already on us. You don't have to think about any safety. Yeah?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is true, man. What's your name?
I'm Davin.
That's Davin, y'all.
Yeah,
let's clap it up for Davin. Thank you, Davin. So, y'all, we're getting ready to end here, but I just want to, and you see how he is? That's how everybody is. Everybody. The girl told us last night, I said, you like working here? I love my job. I love my job. So I got 5 minutes. Listen, Sunday, I want you all to join me. I'm so excited. I didn't talk about it, but my book Show Up For You, 4 minutes. My book Show Up For You. Sunday, I'm having the book signing celebration at the Tallahassee Night for Performing Arts Center. Vaughn Wilson is the DJ, and food by Fluka, Reggie Washington. It's going to be good, y'all. I just want you all to come out and celebrate with me. I am excited. Kimmy Johnson, if you all are getting ready to write a book, Kimmy Johnson is a great publisher. I want to recommend her to everybody. Give her a call. Sit down with her. Talk with her about your dream. Call up Keith Rogers and let him put right into every word you say. Hear me what I'm telling you? But call Kimmy Johnson. Let her publish your book. I am truly excited. This book has been in me forever. This book has been in me forever. And there's a lot of activity in that book for you to do to get to know you, and make you look at yourself honestly. And I promise you, if you do that, it will happen. But I want you to come and celebrate with me. Just come and say congratulations. Just come and say I'm excited. Just show your face. Come and take a picture with me on a beautiful step and repeat. I want to thank Priscilla. Everything you see, all of this right here, Priscilla created it. She took the picture. She did everything. Okay, the book was created by Kimmy Johnson Production. All right, just come out and be there. The Show Up For You logo, my goddaughter Cameron, the Step and Repeat by Tawanda. I got so many people who I have to thank. My husband, his support is phenomenal. Danette sat there, every step of the way going through that book. Carolyn and Tanya, Cindy sat down with me several years ago and helped me develop and pulled out of me what I wanted. And I always thank Greg James, because Greg James taught me this. Hear me what I'm telling you. Greg James taught me this. It is okay to do what you really want to do without feeling guilty from a church perspective. I want to influence people. I want to influence people. And sitting down with Greg James taught me it is okay to want to do that. And I ain't going to hell for putting me first or that. And I must say to Dot D helped me think creatively. I got people, the net is a creative type thing. Marcella can put things together. Carolyn take care of the details, and my husband makes sure that it rocks. So I want to invite everybody, come out Sunday. Be there at 6 p.m. and let's start on time. Let's start, because once the food gone, the food is gone. All right? So y'all come on out. Pastor, thank you so very much. I appreciate you. I appreciate the 43 years. We've been together 44 years, almost 45 years, actually. But I want to appreciate you for being a wonderful husband, a wonderful supporter, a wonderful encourager. He does. I ain't scared of nothing. And I'm going to end with this. So my husband, because I don't like bushes, y'all. I don't like being in the bushes. I don't like different things. I'm going to end with this. So my husband, he said, everybody think you brave or something. I forgot what we were talking about. I said, oh, I am brave. I ain't scared of nothing. He said, you ain't scared of nothing as long as I'm around. And guess what, y'all? As long as he's here, I ain't afraid of nothing. Nothing and nobody. So y'all have been with the Mandrells from Jamaica, just having a talk with y'all. Sweetheart, thank you so very much. And I want to say I love each and every one of y'all. Y'all can join me in Bible study every Tuesday, and y'all can join me Sunday at 11 a.m. every Sunday. We'll be in church Sunday. We'll be back from Jamaica ready to have church. And then at 6 p.m., please join me at the TNL Performing Arts Center. Guess what? I want you to show up for you no matter what. That's real talk.
Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio. Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy.